Back in 2010, I was living in a mid-century modern house in Northern California, and I decided that I was ready for an old house again. And so that prompted me to start looking all around New England, and I fell in love with Litchfield County. And in 2012, I ended up finding this house. I had already started a lengthy renovation. I was about a year in, and I met Andrew, and luckily we have a very similar aesthetic sensibility.
You know, I was just thinking of you being a designer,
Yep.
shopkeeper, stylist, and you love to collect and display, and you are a little bit more of a minimalist, so how does that kind of work itself out here?
Well, this cabinet is kind of my realm. I'm allotted this one section. Not really, but...
To express yourself fully.
Yeah. This is a good
house.
example, I think, in terms of how I like to keep things in groups and collections, but ordered. And I think that this allows for that, and it also honors Andrew's desire to have tables and chairs and things less laden with items.
I think that's exactly right. I love all of the items, but I think having them contained to one space is ideal.
And it seems like you both have a similar sensibility. It's not like you love modern and you love vintage. It seems like there's a super cohesive thread aesthetically about what you both love throughout this entire home.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that we are great in that way. We just kind of feel the same about things.
It's so refreshing to be in an old home in Connecticut. I love the flow of it. I love the scale and the proportion of it.
Thank you. We do too. It's these types of rooms, I think, that are intimate and there's a charm to them. It's in many ways, I feel this return to my early years in design and as a shopkeeper, having pattern, color, and looking back to that and being really inspired by it. And I found this old bolt of fabric. It's an old Colfax and Fowler Civil Rose print, and there's only, I don't know, maybe 3 yards of it, but it's such a beautiful color.
What are you thinking of doing with it?
I don't know. I mean, maybe on this chair we would do a cover.
Andrew,
on this chair.
are you a part of this decision? Because there's a lot, there's mostly
I wish there was more of it. I would do it on everything. I think it's beautiful.
Beautiful with some restraint.
Okay, so this is a classic thing that a lot of people go through. Someone's more print, someone's more solid. How do you find that happy compromise? Maybe it's just doing, are you okay with one chair?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think it's always about compromise in design relationships, but I also think it has a lot to do with doing things thoughtfully, with doing things in a way that is fresh and exciting and still honoring the classic and traditional elements of it. So maybe the fabric is traditional, but we use it in a more fresh and modern way.
Also, this house is so highly edited in the very best way. It's not fussy, but I can tell that you're only displaying things that you love. And so it almost is a perfect template to insert something like this, because it's just going to look so thoughtful, because you don't seem to do anything just willy-nilly around here.
It's form and function. I mean,
Yes.
It is really, beauty is meaningful, and I think it's all around us, but how you live with it and how you live comfortably is also very important. So not having it ever be too precious.
This summer porch is heavenly.
Thank you.
Did you build it?
We did. And the goal was to have the screen house feel like it's sitting in the garden. So all the plantings are encroaching on it. It's a wonderful experience.
And I know that you're happy because I'm seeing some chintz here. You snuck in some chintz.
I got more chintz. Yeah.
Don't miss another video visit. Click on the orange Q to subscribe and have Quintessence virtually delivered from our doorstep to yours.